Yes, indeed, I'm a mixture of Andy Kaufman and I forgot who the other one was. It's okay, buddy, just doing a video. Je fais un vidéo, moi, parce qu'on est dans un land of the free. On n'est pas en Chine. We're not in China. We're not in Russia. We're not in Cuba. We're not in freaking all these places where like the police will be on you because what are you doing? What are you talking about? What are you saying about said government, about the life you're in and the country you're in? It's a free country, baby. Hallelujah. Lord of mercy. I testify. Where are we now? Oui, c'est ça. C'est eltonmcfall. eltonmcfall, the ongoing eccentric on the corner of Adam and Aird. Well, you see, yes, it is Adam. Back in the day, way back in the day, this was a very Anglo area. So there was a lot of English living here, like names like Aird and Adam. So actually for me being part Anglophone, to me the street, I still call it Adam, even after living here 11 years almost. 11 years actually in August. I really don't really call it Ada, I call it Adam. I just call things for what they are, you know? Like for example, to me it's still called L'Assomption metro station and not Assomption as it was changed a few years ago, needlessly. Anywho, so yeah, I'm enjoying a $6 milkshake that I can't really afford that I bought anyway, but you know, hey, made a good sale today there. Excuse me, I finished a superb painting for my great friend Nick Boombaka, who give a shout out to because the guy's awesome. He's a supporter of the channel for a few years, and the guy is what, he's in his 20s, and I just finished painting a third painting for him of a classic, and I didn't realize extremely rare 69 Dodge Charger Daytona. Yep, the one with the big wing on the back trunk, that's right, and the big front nose there pointed forward like a beak, like the Concorde. Oh, you know what? That would have been great actually to do that for that painting. It would have been great to put that with the Concorde next to it, you know? Except the thing, that's too bad, the difference between the two is that they both take a shitload of fuel. But the fact of the matter is the Concorde exploded. So once one of those blades exploded, that was it. The end of the Concorde career was over. I can't believe I just paid $6 for a freaking Dairy Queen milkshake, man, which would have cost a buck cheaper a year ago. Everything's freaking so expensive though. No wonder I'm dying over here. No wonder nobody is becoming a patron on my channel. Look at all these colorless cars. Look at all these freaking colorless cars. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, at least 12 out of say 15. Tabarnak, huh? Tabarnak. I love this overgrowth. What do you call that? Peat moss? I always forget there's a term for that. Hey, I love that that overgrowth. And now we're at La Fontaine, the fountain, but it sounds much nicer in français. En français, c'est pour ça qu'il faut protéger la langue française, because it's a beautiful language. And look at that, I love summertime. Look at how much it shows it rained lately. Look how beautiful all the overgrowth is. Oh, look, it's a shark. It is. I'm telling you, it's a Hyundai shark. That's what tiburon means. It's a tiburon, which is Japanese for shark. Okay, hey, my God, that K car is still alive. No way. That's awesome. This K car coming up here, this 80s Dodge Aries or Plymouth Reliant, one of the two. I filmed this thing a few years ago. I'd seen it here and there every time I come to this area. And there used to be a blue one in my area that was like even mint compared to that, but you know, they're Mitsubishi motors. They're good for 160,000 kilometers, whatever. So the other one disappeared, probably went to the boneyard. Yeah, it's a Plymouth Reliant, or if you will, a Plymouth K-Car Reliant. Or anyway, they're comfortable little cars. Matter of fact, when I was a kid in Scouts, one of the parents of one of my buddies, Scout buddies, his dad had one. I think it was the same color. And I remember he used to take us up to camp sometimes, and he was a big smoker. He'd be fucking smoking it up in the inside. We had the windows a bit open, the ventilation. But man, they were just comfy little cars. It's like a little boat on wheels, you know, with the bench seat in the front there. Bench seats, eh? Yeah, makes you think of Ed's Taurus, his 92 Taurus. Going towards the end of bench seats, I guess, in the 90s. I don't know. I don't remember when they stopped making those. Here's another successful Chrysler product, eh? Yeah, I don't need to tell you what it is unless you've been sleeping under a rock for about 10, about 15 years. Get on the sidewalk, Elton. You just walked in a fucking big shitty pothole. That reminds me, I took a really killer bike ride a few days ago with Grant in the morning. I met him. And shit, it's starting to rain. Hang on, guys. Damn it. Gotta put my hat on. Yeah, so like I was saying, I took a bike ride with Grant. I don't remember why I'm bringing this up, but a few days ago, yeah, we went on a major bike ride, right? And he lives in the West Island, so we went for a little bike ride, like from Bois de Boulogne train station in Ville Saint Laurent off Cartier, on literally over Henri Bourassa Boulevard. We went into Laval and all that, and then later I filmed another ride in Pont-Vieux there, and just like that area, just a multitude of years of construction of homes, you know, like around this age or older, younger. Anyway, and then later when we parted ways, I pretty much went home on all these side streets like this here in the East End, you know, through Rosemont and all these different sectors, and you know, and I love that. You know, you got all the trees and all that, never mind no bike paths or anything like that. But the problem is, though, with most of these side streets in the East End and other areas in the city that are this old too, is the roads are still generally fucking buggered up. And so yeah, it's not fun when you're riding a bike and you hit a pothole and you feel like you're gonna blow a tire or break something. You know, it's not sweet. It's not nice. It's not nice. Smut staying orange there, parked over there. Filming with the GoPro over here, GoPro 10. Thanks again to my buddy. Gonna take care of you one day there if I ever get some goddamn money put together so I can take you out for dinner as a thank you. A friend of mine there gave me this GoPro. Watched the vids, obviously. Funny how we stayed the obvious, eh? Oh, look at that. Nice looking Miata. Funny, years ago I never really looked at these. And I've been saying it for a few years that they're the most common collector car vehicle you can have. This one obviously I'm sure is from the 90s. You can tell anyway because the headlights are all like oxidized. They need to be polished, buffed out. Oh, you know, I'm having a flashback to some degenerate prick around here one day. A few years ago I was doing a walking video. I don't think it was this street though. I hope not. I remember it was a different name, but I don't remember the name. It's just terrible. And the guy was walking across the street and I'm pointing at him. And he comes up to me saying, are you filming there? Are you taking my picture? I'm like, dude, I'm filming a walking video here. He didn't get it. He didn't think it was, he thought I was bullshitting him, you know? But at least he wasn't as bad as that jerk off from freaking last October there. I'm filming a school bus coming towards Jean Talon and freaking Park X. And this guy, I think he was probably Palestinian because that's when that war started. And he freaking lost it on me, that guy, man. I swear to God, well, he lost it. He was very abrasive. And he definitely accosted. I looked up the definition of accosted, and it's somebody like basically like practically yelling at you in like a very like controlling way, like they're gonna harm you as a threat. Even they don't even have to say they're gonna hurt or kill you. Like the guy's basically the guy's like saying to me, he's like, let me see your camera, don't fuck with me or I'll break your camera. He came out of fucking nowhere. He came up beside me, you know, like, oh, you hear that? That's right, that's a ship horn coming from the river. Now, if that guy had tooted that 5 times, I remember reading into that, that's an emergency. Whatever kind of emergency, I don't know, colliding into the port, whatever. That's a cool building, eh? As cool as that is. I'm not really sure that's old, but it's got to be. It looks Art Deco anyway. Look at these doors, just like on a Nichols restaurant. Exactly the same style, actually. That's interesting. Except they look more like imprints of a shoe or a boot. And hey, there's some serious coolness on this street, man. I mean, I don't remember noticing all this jazz before. Yeah, they're hiring doing what? Maybe I should work here, eh? Go back and working in shipping, receiving. Oh look, there's a caricature of an Econoline with a bulldog and a cigar. Looks like a bulldog should be coming out of a Mack truck, you know, like the bulldog is the symbol of Mack, you know. And of course I'm not talking about Macintosh. Look at these windows, dude. Check out those windows. That's a trip, man. Holy schmoly, this place looks like it should be downtown or something. Looks like something like it'd be out of Europe and something in Dutch or Sweden. Even look, even this motorcycle is bizarre. It's a what? You gotta be kidding me. That's a Royal Empress? It can't be. I thought that was an old school name that faded years ago. Jeez, I guess not. Must be an architect or something here, eh? I don't know. I don't even know what I would have thought that would have been. Now you see this over here, this bike path here. This actually used to be a CN spur line, right off the main line, off the port and all that. So basically there was a huge, I don't know which company, maybe it was Canadian Vickers that was down there back in the day at the end of that. But that also connects to the other rail yard, which is X rail yard, not far from your, basically off of Boulevard Villot there. Yeah. Wow. Oh God, I love chocolate. I told the chick, I said, yeah, I said getting this is like basically my fix, because I'm addicted to chocolate. I've always been sweet tooth, typical Quebecois, French sweet tooth. And I says, give me another reason to be here too, in that area, that is. Well, not many people out today or tonight, but wow, that's a bakery? Really? Oh boy, you can see that's a French bakery for sure, from France. It's called Boulangerie Le Petit Breton. Breton is a place in France, and it's funny because I've had a few people come from, I've met a few people over the years, obviously from Bretagne, I should say, and that's what it's called. And they're like really nice people, like way nicer than people from Paris, you know. So, oh yeah, it definitely smells like a baker. Smells very nice. Getting ready to make the buns for breakfast and the croissant. And I love a good croissant. And I love a good bagel. And sorry if I'm not showing myself enough, because I'm holding this, you know, milkshake. It's like the rainbow. Look, you see I'm dressed up here for rainwear. See that? I got the father-in-law's old jacket here, the old freaking rain jacket. Supposed to be some rain there. Rain's moving in right now. It was raining earlier, as you can see. Once again, saying things for nothing. What's the name of this street again? I forget. What the hell is the name of the street again? I never remember the name of the street. There's an Emploi Quebec down there. What is it again? Oh, of course, de Rouen. Sorry guys. Whoa, what's that? Ooh, we got some nice trucking here. Yeah, I've seen some nice rigs here actually over the years, eh? Boy, it's freaking warm here. So yeah, what I was gonna say is I'm just gonna keep walking north. I'm gonna go right to Hochelaga Boulevard. There's a nice rig back there next to that crane. A crane is cool, but there's a nice Kenworth back. I like that variety of trucks actually. That could have been like good thumbnail material. Thumbnail material. But see, I'm in shape to do this video there, because first time I go out today, like I said, I worked all day in the painting, and I'm having all the sugar here, you know. And I had a delicious, speaking of my relatives, my aunt, she gave me a bunch of meals this week. My tante Lucie, she's such a sweetheart. She's amazing, like my mom too, you know. And she gave me a bunch of meals, frozen meals she made, and she gave me a shepherd's pie, which is a really bizarre, I find mind-boggling for the last few days, for years, because shepherd's pie is French for pâté chinois. Pâté chinois. Pâté is pâté, and chinois is Chinese. A shepherd's pie is definitely not Chinese. So I don't know. I don't understand the translation. I don't understand it, baby. I don't get it. Tell me. Look at all these colorless cars. Look at all this stupid shit, man. Look at that. Every one of those cars is colorless. Look at that. That's insanity, man. That's insanity. Look at, the only thing I like about this stupid Volt is that its color is amazing. Looks like a color that should be on a Pontiac Tempest from the late 80s or something. You know what I'm saying? Or a Beretta. Remember the Beretta? Or how about a Dodge Intrepid? Hey, that's rare. That's rare. That BMW wagon, that Touring, that's sweet. That's a rare one. Even that color is bizarre. That's a weird gray, like a bluish gray. Freaking thing is tip top. Oh, a little rust I see there. But it's funny because like 2 blocks from my house, I leave, you know, it's from Ontario. So 2 blocks from my place earlier, not long ago, I walk out, I hear sirens, walk up, ambulance, fire truck, police car. And then at the intersection, there's this freaking damaged, wrecked BMW, an older model, nice color though. And of course, being a big loudmouth that I am, I mentioned about how like, oh, it's a BMW, wow, what a big surprise. Like seriously, like how often do I see these guys drive dangerously, driving too fast without regard for others? Like everything's a fucking race. Because of what? Because of the Fast and the Furious? I don't know, sometimes I'm not sure. I've seen that movie, don't get me wrong, I like it, you know. I like the original, but anyway, I think I'm just gonna stifle myself, not say anything else, because I've got too big of a fucking mouth, as you know. So I'm just gonna put my foot in it as usual, and maybe regret things I say because I love cars too much, and to me cars are religion. So like a lot of you like music and so forth. So oh, how could I leave out here? There's the Olympic Stadium tower there, which I was actually by a few days ago. And yeah, unlike a lot of people, I would not like to see this thing blown up. And actually, thank God that the P9 metro station is built into basically the basement part of that, like a, you know, right, first level, basement level, so to speak, underground. And they can't basically destroy that because, again, because the metro station is there. See, it's a beautiful catch-22. Whoa, check this out. Whoa, why? It's a California native there, but it doesn't really look California native. Oh yeah, actually it does. It doesn't have any rust. Yeah, you know, there's still a bunch of these 4Runners on the road because it's a Toyota, right? It'll last forever. But yeah, they're starting to show their age now. You're looking at, you know, around 25 years or older. It's the one before that that's my favorite one, the generation before that, the 88, 89 to 97, 96, I think. Those ones are all gone. You can't even find those practically anymore. They're all gone. They're all into the junkyard. Probably have, like, you know, 600, 500,000 kilometers on them. Now look, I can see this is one of my favorite things here. This is one of these Fandango three-wheeler. I think it's a Rapture or whatever. I never liked them. I don't like them, and I think it kind of irked me when somebody told me recently that apparently you don't have to have a driver's license to drive that. That doesn't make any sense. You have to have a driver's license to drive a fucking motorcycle, but you don't need a license for that. That doesn't make any sense. And you don't need a license for an e-scooter. And you guys, you know me, I'd rather walk, you know, like I just think e-scooters are just gay, and scooters for me, period. I'm like, I don't know, just to me it's too nerdy, too nerd. Well, there's Hochelaga Boulevard. Maybe I guess we'll just walk on up to the next block, last block up there where the Olympic Stadium is there, and we'll finish with a bang. And my left foot's starting to hurt, as it has been lately because of the humidity and because of I got these new shoes. They're very comfortable, but again, when you have arthritis, it's the slightest thing that's askew, and it's no good. So I'm not saying the shoes are no good. It's just, what do you want? I paid $57 tax included for them, you know. And here I'm walking fast here because there's some rough characters in this area, so I'm just moving up quickly. I remember walking by the street last week during a heat wave. It was 34, 35 degrees Celsius. And all these people are hanging out. They look like they're going to drop like flies. They're all there on the sidewalks and shit like that. I'm like, oh man, you know. So I didn't hang around too long. It's funny, there were never made many streets like this. It doesn't matter what part of town you're in. How many streets do you ever see in this city that have that kind of parking, actually? But it's funny because if you go to San Francisco, there's a lot of streets like that have cars that are parked that way, whatever way you call it, you know. So oh yeah, there's a Stanley Cup there, and the Canadians once again not in the playoffs. Huh? The big winners, the Montreal Canadiens, those overpaid freaking losers, man. Jesus Christ. Making their freaking millions of dollars, but can't even win a cup. How long has it been now? 21 years since they won a cup. And it says here, it says, think about what is respect. What is their respect for you? What is the respect for you? Well, you know me, I'm not a fan of graffiti, but I can't argue with that. I find more than ever respect is key. Matter of fact, I don't want to go on a very bad note or anything, but matter of fact, June, this particularly past 2-3 weeks, my God, I mean, business has been just freaking terrible. Terrible, because, you know, people are out more and they're looking less at their phones and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, if people, they text you they're interested. And I've been selling for many years, like 15 years, you know. Kijiji and Marketplace, so many years. Anyway, but again, it's like, people that don't have respect. They tell you to contact, they tell you they're interested, where you're located. I even have one guy, he offered me $50 on my Ecto 1 diecast, and I'm trying to sell my precious collectibles, you know, because times are tough. And as we say in French, it's un niaisage, tabarnak. It's freaking like time wasting, you know. It's so yeah, to me respect is a more important word or action for a thought than ever. Look at this. I like how everybody parks the same way, because if you were to park the other way, then I guess you risk getting your car bashed into, I suppose. Like that BMW there 2 blocks from my place there earlier, who went into a, I didn't even know what the hell he hit, but I said it right away. The guy was speeding. There's no doubt in my mind. I could be wrong, but I'm on the streets all the time, like as if I'm a police officer walking the beat, you know what I mean? So I look at everything. I look especially at how people drive. And once again, they take the cake, man. They take the cake. The BMW guys specifically, not all of them, of course. That's like saying, you know, all the Chinese can't drive because they're blind. That's not true, of course not. It's a stereotype. But unfortunately, generally speaking, out of all the cars I see, and you know who also are really bad drivers, come to think of it, are the people who drive these little micro subcompact cars, you know, like stupid Leafs and shit like that, and yours. They're terrible drivers, a lot of them. They don't give a shit about that car, obviously, because it's worthless. It's just a car. 4 wheels and a seat and a steering wheel. Look at that, eh? My beautiful Stade Olympique. Completed for the 1976 Olympics. Boy, I'm dying of heat now. This humidity now, holy mackerel. Whew. And here we are on Pierre de Coubertin. And hey, you know, you guys know me. I can't stay quiet. I got such a big mouth. I gotta tell you something right now. Like, I love the Olympic Stadium. It's a Montreal and world icon. I think it's more important to preserve and repair whatever on this place more than ever. But this right here, what they did, you see this, how they made the sidewalks much larger and this medium and all this, and then there's this roundabout down there for what? For what? What is it supposed to be, like the Champs-Élysées over here? Well, I'm finishing at the right time. It's starting to rain. Oh, there you go. And I think I'm gonna walk to Vio. Yeah, Vio. So that's it, guys. Thanks again for watching. There's the Biodome over there. There. The Biodome there. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hey, this looks nice, but again, you know, taxpayer. Look, just to finish, okay? They did something similar like this on the Rue Sainte-Catherine, like other places. They make the sidewalks lighter. They put all these bushes and all this stuff and trees, and it looks nicer. They see half the shops are freaking out of business. I saw 2 people, homeless people, lying down there, like sleeping or whatever in the crawl spaces of certain businesses. That's not right, man. That doesn't make any sense, right? That's the way it is today. They're trying to make it the next Plateau Motorway, man. That's what they're trying to do. There's police over there. Take care, guys. Be good and rock on. Bye-bye. And look me on Patreon. Support the channel, please. I need your assistance. Look, if 50 of you would throw in $2 a month, I'd be doing better. I'm not gonna be worried about money and all that. Maybe I could actually go to Ottawa and other places and do YouTubing. Think about it. Appreciate your help. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for coming along. Bye-bye.